Golborne Road is a microcosmic picture of London. If you love London, then you love Golborne Road. If you're not happy in London, you can't be happy in Golborne Road.
Philip Jones. I born in the West Indies.
And when did you come to England and Ladbroke Road?
Oh, I come to England 1957. 1957. Oh, I never like it. Whenever I arrive here, I never like it because you go get no work. Before time, no matter how it's bad, you used to get something. You used to do something, even to go and sweep the yard or the office, but no, you don't get nothing. Nothing. Well, the area is not the area, it's some of the people. They wanted no color.
Oh, well, the slums, I mean, there's a guy called Tom Vig, look him up. He's got all the history of the Rachmanism and, you know, the houses from Notting Hill all the way down to Powys Terrace were slums which used to have signs on them singing, no blacks, no Irish, no dogs, etc.
You know that, no color. They say no color. Penny people get killed for that. We used to have the teddy boy with bicycles, trunks, everything. And all you have to do is to just keep going straight. Don't look nowhere, just keep going straight. If they attack you, you have a weapon for them.
In the 50s, you had the Notting Hill riots, you know, well documented. There's on Ruffler TV, YouTube/Ruffler TV, there is an absolutely fantastic piece about the Notting Hill riots back in the 50s, presented by me. And well, and the influx of people, you know, you see the Moroccan people coming in, and then I think, well, were there that many people here before? And I think, well, I'm always thinking that it's just some replacing others. I mean, I don't really notice a sea change in sort of, you know, for instance, there's loads of Moroccans down here. That doesn't mean there's Moroccan dances and Moroccan this, that and the other on the place. It's exactly the same, I find. I mean, I don't find it any different, you know.
We worked and socialised in the area for almost 20 years now. I could see the change in many aspects, and mainly the reputation of the area. So as late as 10 years ago, so Golborne Road had a bit of a reputation. So, and it's the case with all deprived areas, neighbouring affluent areas. But for the last 10 years, I think affluence seems to be extending into this part of London as well. And even the makeup of the community has changed. So I'm actually very lucky to have located myself in this area.
I just changed. As Ray was saying, there's a lot more money here now, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I think it's cleaner now than it was. I think, okay, everyone always said it was better before. I don't really think so. There was more characters here before, but there was more trouble as well, and I think it's cleaned up a bit, and I don't mind it being redeveloped. It's just, you know, why not? We live in a clean, lovely area. We should be thankful. I like it better like that, to be honest, to have nice parts and nice shops and some beautiful cafes, rather than all being run down. That's what sets it off for me, is the mixture which makes it so good. You've got the rich and you've got the poor side by side, and you've got all the different cultures here. It's the most multiracial of places, isn't it? And I think that's a good thing.
Oh, this one haven't got anything now. You only see one or two people and van parking there, but there was a full market every day. Every day. You had a full market here. And nobody didn't jealous each other. Everybody used to try to get something. But today it haven't got nothing. The government let us down completely. It's no government. All I can say is no government. All you have is no government now. The government are there, it's all the man that have the money.
Yeah, I've seen that happen over here. Some of the big corporations have taken over the smaller shops and pubs in this area, which is very sad. One being the North Pole on North Pole Road. I had a band around here, very early 80s, called the Hidden Charms. We were kind of a mob band. We were very much around part of this area, and we had residents in all those pubs around there in the North Pole. And that's really sad to see that go. That's now at Tesco's. And I do miss that, thinking about it. There's not many spit and sawdust, rough and ready pubs left around this area, which I liked before.
Yeah, I'm just saying, one of the things that strikes you about Golborne Road, if you walk into any cafe, people are very accepting of the idea of strangers joining in and sharing a table with them. If you were to venture out of Golborne Road, this is almost an alien concept. And this is a good way as a lead-in for people to socialise beyond the norm, beyond your group, so to speak. So this is something that I really appreciate about Golborne Road.
Although it's a rich area, it's still got that feeling of, the spirit of sort of the Bob Marley, the reggae, the punk thing. It's still around here, not as much as it was, because, there were slums here. They wouldn't see a slum. If you found a slum here now, anyway. So but it's still got that certain amount of diversity. But as I say, the people of this generation now who brought up around here tend to have to move out because they can't afford to live here anymore. So you find that like-minded people disappearing, but. There could be worse places to live, especially the Golborne. The Golborne's fantastic.
Being Moroccans, I'm intimately aware of the dynamics within that community and also the North African community at large, because Algerians traditionally they tend to socialise with Moroccans. So whether it's in France, Belgium, Holland, or England for this matter. So initially it was the Moroccans that settled in this area, but since the mid-90s, Algerians started to come to this area as well. So if you were to come on a Friday, so it's different dynamics altogether. So it's mostly North Africans coming for the Friday prayers, and with market stalls, and there's a sizable representation of North African cuisine on Golborne Road. So that does change the dynamics of Golborne Road. If you were to come on Saturday, then you've got a balance. You've got tourists coming to the area as well as locals, and North Africans based in London coming to do the weekly shopping on Golborne Road. And if you were again to contrast that with weekdays, so it's a different setup altogether. And this is what makes Golborne Road a very unique sort of setup. Plus you've got the Portuguese who've been here long enough as well, and the Spanish, because you've got Spanish school down the road, which caters for the Spanish community in London. And then you've got two of the best Portuguese cafes in London, Oporto and Lisbon, or Lisboa as it is now locally. So you've got this North African Mediterranean sort of presence, plus the local community, and everybody seems to be very much at home.
So you're a very stylish man.
Thank you very much. It's very nice of you.
Could you describe where you get your style from? Is it related to the era?
It certainly is. I buy all my clothes in Retro, which is at Notting Hill Gate, because you can buy all designer suits. They're second hand, so I never buy anything new. Also, some of the shops here on Golborne Road and Portobello Road Market. That's where I've always got all my stuff. Everything you can see on me comes from around here.
So, like I remember in the early 90s, you could get a cup of tea on Golborne Road for 30p. So coffee was like 40p. So, which is not the case now, and you can see all these trendy sort of cafes and restaurants. And so Golborne Road is attracting people from all walks of life. So you can actually have lunch from as little as £3 to £30 or £40, even in excess of that, on the same road. So that just shows that's a good example of coexistence of low earners with high earners.
It's a roller coaster, it's a steamroller. It's coming towards you at 1,000,000 miles an hour. There's nothing you can do about it. You know, they made that film Notting Hill, that got people in. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, everyone comes into this area and they say they love it, man, they love the groove, they like the edge. They don't. They want to change the edge of the groove. They want to dig down into the ground, make their houses bigger and their swimming pools. And they want big fences around their houses so you can't get into them. Nothing you can do about it. Like that change, there's nothing you can do about it. It's called progress, which has always been a four-letter word for working class people.
So we were told you made a song about Portobello Road. How much does the road mean to you?
It means everything to me. I love this area. I think it's all the characters around here, and it's a lot of arts and music, and yeah, I love this area and it means everything to me. I'm happy to be here. I'd rather live in a little tiny room here than a big castle and anywhere else. I think if you're going to be in London, this is the place to be, Portobello Road.
What I love about it is because, you know, where we come from, it's like everyone's like basically the same. Of course, around here, I mean, just look at the difference in us, just in this room.
I pick up my guitar, I stroll down Westbourne Park across to Powis Square. I met another Jesus there. And at the end of the Colville Road, I bump into those lost souls I've learned to love. Outside Finch's pub, they're real people, they gather there in summer weather. Real people, they love to drink, they get drunk together. Real people who take drugs and they're no good. They've got nowhere left to go, that's why they're drinking down the Portobello Road. They're no good, it seems. They drink away their dreams. They are the lost souls, and they drink down the Portobello Road. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. All the girls think they're movie stars or fashion queens who have burnt their bras. They've seen better days.